What's up? This is Derek.
Jamie Madrock.
Man, this your man's Obi Trice.
This is Ad-Lib.
Yo, what up? This is Specs One.
This is Fresh K.
Hot Rock's motherfucking Skot MC.
Breaking
Records.
Breaking Records Radio out here.
This is Breaking Records Radio.
Check them out.
It's Breaking Records Radio, Maximum FM, Makzwell Skot, yeah, up in the place. And we've got the whole Real Wolf team with us at the moment. We're very grateful to have them all here in the same room. So there's a lot of artists. We're just going to go around the room, and if you don't mind from the left, if we just introduce ourselves and let the peoples know who you are.
I'm Resin.
Yo, it's Mr. Erbie.
CB, aka Killer Sean.
Yo, Mersinary in the building.
I'm Swann.
Yo, man, yeah, big up, man. Like, ill performers up in the room.
Shout out to Tom from Real Wolf.
Yeah, shout out to Tom, man.
Alright, word up, big up Real Wolf. Okay, so the questions I want to ask you guys is, can you tell us, in your own opinions, what nights like Underground Music Festival mean for Toronto hip hop as well as hip hop as a whole? You know, if you think you can say any words about that, because you know it's just all Canadian artists, right? Like, you know, and it's bringing a lot of big names from New York.
I think that Real Wolf, like, what we're trying to do is bring back like real street hip hop back to the forefront of the music scene. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get away from, you know, these studio gangsters, these motherfuckers spitting R&B lyrics and shit, like, and calling that hip hop. You know what I mean? Like, we're trying to bring back the streets. You know what I mean? Like, that's
no more auto-tune.
You know?
Yeah,
no more fucking auto-tune.
No more auto-tune.
Like, yo, this is like real authentic MCs who, like, we live the shit we spit. You know what I mean? This ain't no bullshit. You know what I mean? It's real hip hop. That's what we're trying to bring back. For me, we're trying to bring the underground back to the forefront, basically. You know
that and all the artistry out here, man. We're trying to bring back real art. No real artists, real shit going on, real music. You know, none of that bullshit that takes 50 million people to make one song. You know, it's a unified thing we're doing out here. It's pretty much the whole city getting together and just holding it down. That's what it is. It's showing that, you know what, there's the other side. It's not always the six. You see, we don't represent that Drake bullshit. We represent the real Toronto out here.
You know, we represent the dark side.
It's like, shit, if we ain't feeling it, we ain't playing it. You know, it's fuck all that bullshit. Go sing in your own damn living room. We ain't doing that shit over here. That's pretty much. That's what it is.
Yeah? Alright, yeah, no, that's a sick answer, man. Okay, yeah, so basically Real Wolf bringing the underground back to the forefront of hip hop. None of that auto-tune shit, none of that R&B shit. Just calling that rap music, just raw shit out here. Alright, so the Real Wolf label is very active and has some amazing contacts within the industry, working with some of the best producers and MCs the game has to offer. What is it like to have the opportunity to work so internationally with such household names? Because I had the Underground 2 CD and just that posse cut and seeing all you guys on there and Ghetto Socks on there and Swann on there.
It's a brother and sisterhood. I like the end of the day.
It's an honor to me because to be able to meet some of the legends, some of the cats that I grew up, you know what I mean, idolizing and stuff. Like, for me, it's an honor. You know what I mean, and it's inspiring. You know what I mean, the fact that we have this opportunity, you know, we gotta make the most of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, why not?
It's just mad humbling.
Yeah, mad humbling.
That's all I was saying.
We're just a bunch of cats from Toronto, you know. It's a city that's viewed by the world from what Drake represents in some bullshit.
Yeah,
because that ain't what it's about out here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's not.
It's very humbling to see what it is that, you know, it's just a bunch of dudes out here doing their thing. You know, we live regular lives, regular people, but we got this passion, this hunger to just, you know, thrive and get to the next level. It's like, fuck settling for just what we have. We want more. People look at the accomplishments in it. So I tell you, like, I work on the film side of shit too, and I look at it as, like, straight up. There's more to this than just, like, you know, music, film. This is like a whole lifestyle. It's not built for everybody. Everybody loves the dream and the idea, but when you actually got to put the work in, a lot of people get discouraged. A lot of people get discouraged. A lot of people get discouraged with that shit. So that's why it's really that point where it's like, yo, it's survival of the fittest out here. So especially in this scene, like, you can't come out here. You don't get love easy, man. Like, Toronto's one of those cities that you don't get love out here like that. For you to get love in this city, you're doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody fucks with you out here unless you're doing something. And at the end of the day, that's what it is. That's why you got a lot of different lanes out here. The problem is majority of these people, like, they see the reflection of like 50 million dudes trying to copy what's out in mainstream, and then they get this we got this little like community out here that's, you know, doing something, making noise.
Each rapper on Real Wolf has their own fucking sound,
Yeah,
and
like
style.
there's no two alike.
They're all
you know?
original. You know what I mean? There ain't nobody fucking.
There's
trying
no
to fight
two alike.
nobody
That's the
else.
thing.
Yeah, word up, word up.
That's what's
Yeah.
up.
So what do you guys feel like then? Like what's the kind of feedback you get when you're working with these like big artists from America? Like, because you're coming through and you're saying, you know what I mean? You're humble and you're going hard.
Well, yeah, of course.
Are they hearing your shit and the way that you're doing? Because I know that hip hop ain't really out there anymore in New York. Whereas people might be watching Toronto more than they were watching New York in this current day and
but
age.
the thing is like New York is an established city, right? It already has that reputation, whether it's gone or whether it's still current, which is still. It's just that I think with music in general, it's like you gotta dig. Before it was in your face, you know, you had an era where everything was in your face and it was dope. Now it's like the shit's out there, but you gotta just dig. Even harder than you had to dig before. You know, it was one of those things where back in the day you had Wu-Tang, you had all these dope MCs, Nas, everybody, they were on the forefront. And then shit died out and now you got this scene that, you know, like I said, people's perspective of what they see in Toronto, it's like they don't see what's really going on. They see what's being depicted by media and shit. And like I said, it's like it's one of those things where it's like you gotta dig. But once you dig and you find people like us, you find people out here doing shit. It's like there's no turning back. There's no turning back. You know, they realize
that CD, that Underground 2.
You can't deny what's there.
Underworld 2, by the way.
Underworld 2.
Make sure you let them know.
Underworld 2.
That shit was a statement. The Underworld 2 to me was a statement. It was like, you know,
it's a game changer.
For everybody who thought, you know, shit, this was a fluke Underworld. Nah, this ain't no fluke. This shit's here.
Yeah, no, you
here
come
to
back with
stay
second
and keep
volumes
going.
and shit.
And it's just gonna keep growing. You know, that's it. We're out here to make statements. That's all it is. We've made statements and we're out here to make more. Let them know.
Even what Mersinary was saying, like, you know what, we're kind of establishing that Toronto sound because everybody's trying to sound like somebody else and shit like that, and we're all different artists that have like a different view of like music and shit, but you know what, we're trying to establish a different Toronto sound where like, you know, it's not being overshadowed of what people view Toronto as what it is, you know what I mean? So
I put it this way, man, in this scene, Real Wolf, there's no one that competes with it. No one competing with Real Wolf.
You got the underground on lock, yo.
Like, no one's competing with us. I say that proudly and confidently. No one's fucking with us out here. Real shit. That's what it is. And anybody that tries to test it, or tries to come at it, off with their head. That's all I can say. Straight up. That's all. That's all I have to really say.
Yo, I love it, man. I love it. Like, just backing what you created. Like,
Step your bars up. That's all I gotta say to y'all. Step your bars up.
If you're gonna come out here and fuck with Real Wolf and Underworld and shit, like, you gotta have some.
Now, by the way, side note, there's 5 people here. I would like, if possible, everybody to promote their upcoming album.
So yeah, the last thing I was gonna say is what can we expect from the label in terms of artist developments and releases. As the winter approaches, and then next year, because I know you guys were saying you're pretty excited about that, right?
Yeah, man, we got mad shit coming out. I got the contract EP coming out. You know, that's coming out. We got fucking
Dark Side of the Six, Scene B, Dark Side of the Six. Yo, watch this.
I got Lord of Illusions coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Bang bang.
the Soulless coming out, you know, Resin.
Erbie's still picking a name, so.
Untitled.
Right now it's called
Untitled. But it's coming, man.
And then we gotta give a shout out Century, shout out to Robbie, they coming out too and shit. We got mad people coming out. It's gonna be, it's an army. I'm telling you, man, this shit that's building, it's an army right now. People don't realize what's coming out. In the next 6 months, they're gonna see the drastic change. They're gonna see what goes on. The shit is just building. Seeds just been planted for this new roster. But it's only growing by the minute.
Don't be surprised if people start copying the steez.
You know?
Yeah,
it's already been happening.
There you go. You heard it here first, like proper movement, and you know if people do start copying the steez, then Resin already done said like you've been called out already, bro. Everyone knows what it is. All right, so yeah, thank you very much, gentlemen.
Yeah,
I really appreciate all your time and your comments, and just like coming from such a raw background with like you know such a humble, caring attitude is really amazing to see. So yeah, this is Makzwell Skot, Wreckords signing out. Peace.
Yeah.